Well, tonight, a Yellowhammer report claims hundreds of illegal immigrants have been flown into Alabama, creating quite a stir. The online publication is reporting 7 flights from El Paso, Texas, arrived in Montgomery and Tuscaloosa airports 2 weeks ago, each flight carrying about 200 of those immigrants who snuck over the southern border.
Nowhere is illegal immigration a more pressing issue than in Alabama. In September, Alabama began enforcing the toughest law in the nation. As written, it requires schools to verify the citizenship of students, and it lets police arrest people who don't have ID.
Next, how workers, farmers, and businesses in Alabama are dealing with a new immigration law that is attracting national attention. NewsHour economics correspondent Paul Salmon visited the state and filed this story, part of his ongoing reporting on making sense of financial news.
Welcome back. A policy that kept immigrants from illegally crossing the border during the pandemic has now ended. Alabama lawmakers say they're worried. Fox 10's Anaya Spraggs has more about the impact of Title 42.
Alabama's tough new immigration law went into effect today, surviving for now a challenge from the Obama administration and others. The law will allow officials to check the immigration status of students in public schools and give the police new powers to determine whether someone is in the country illegally.
The Federation for American Immigration Reform reports about 91,000 illegal immigrants currently live throughout Alabama.
We're being invaded.
Flight data reviewed by Yellowhammer News showed from June 27th to July 1st, 7 flights left El Paso International Airport, which is only about 4.5 miles away from the Texas border, and arrived in Montgomery and Tuscaloosa International airports.
In Tuscaloosa, at least 66 people, most of them U.S. citizens, have been jailed for driving without a license. Prior to the law, most would have received a citation.
And that was just an oversight, so these oversights need to be fixed.
The law's supporters say illegal immigrants cost Alabama $250 million a year on education and social services.
When you have a never-ending supply of laborers, cheap laborers, illegal laborers, it pushes down wages for everybody. It pushes down it for the illegal laborer themselves and for the citizens and legal immigrants who are competing for those jobs. It pushes all those wages down.
With COVID cases declining across the nation, the Biden administration officially ended the COVID-19 public health emergency last week. But some Alabama officials are worried there will be harsh consequences. The end of the COVID-19 public health emergency also meant the end of Title 42. The policy was put in place in 2020 to prevent illegal crossings over the southern border and prevent the spread of COVID.
Under Alabama's new immigration law, beginning today, police can question and detain suspected illegal immigrants and hold them without bond. The law's supporters complain the 60,000 people here illegally cost Alabama taxpayers $250 million a year in schools and social services. And Governor Robert Bentley promises enforcement will begin right away.
On farms and at restaurants, undocumented workers may suffer, Scott Beeson admits, but the law is the law.
You know, I understand the situation that there are people in who have come here illegally and they've had children knowing they were here illegally. Unfortunately, we can't set state policy based on the situation that we didn't cause.
Alabama spends an estimated $160 million a year estimating the children of illegal immigrants. We've had reports locally around here that some of those families today worried either kept their children home or pulled them out of school altogether.